Hello and welcome back to Pulling Up the Slask. Josh and Sam, welcome. Anyone else who's here, welcome to you too. In the last game, we lost our second leg of the qualifying campaign to Dinamo Zagreb, meaning that we dropped into the Europa League. Since then, we've had 2 league games to play. As you can see there, a win against Lech Poznan and a win against Lechia Gdansk. But, more interestingly, we have been drawn in the European Cup. Or the Europa League, or whatever you want to call it. We've been drawn in Group F alongside Torino, Olympiacos and Rangers, our parent club. And the first game of that banterous little first game of the group is against Rangers. I just wanted to see who we would have got in the Champions League. Who did we get knocked out by? It was Dinamo, so we would have had Valencia, Juventus and Galatasaray. Probably we wouldn't have got very much out of that, but let's carry on. Oh, just before we do, that's what the league looks like. Currently we are behind Belchatov because they beat us, and Piast because they have more points than us. But we'll get to pay Piast soon, and it's not a problem too much, I expect. I still think we're going to do okay. We're currently the league's top scorers, was that? Yep, joint top scorers with Wisła. So we're doing okay. Now that we've got to make a big set of changes to our squad. We've got a couple of injuries. Davidovs was injured but is now back. I'm going to put, where is he? Mrozek out on the right. I had to sign in a new guy, this guy here. Well, I had to sign a Czech youth player, Daniel Zbozinek, for £200,000. He's decent. I signed him mainly because we have an injury to Odrias Urba, and so it's just kind of the way things happen. Now then, we have one space in the... We'll probably bring in Gora because he can play on either side. So, let's go fly a kite. Utara has scored in the last 2 games. So that's an exciting little tidbit of information, but I am not convinced that we're going to do very well at all in any of these games. My suspicion is we will just be here to make up the numbers. But if we, I mean, it's not impossible group. Torino are not a great team. Obviously, Rangers aren't brilliant, and the other team is Olympiacos, and we smashed the champions of Greece from last season. Panathinaikos in the qualifying campaign for the Champions League, so there's no reason why we can't at least challenge for top spot, or at least challenge for promotion for qualification out of the group. That depends really on the games against Rangers, because I think Torino are the top ranked team in this group, so one would assume based on reputation at least that we have our best chances against Rangers Olympiacos. So let's try and win our home games. Let's try not to get... Oh, there's Burns. No, wait, what was his name? It wasn't Burns from last year, was it? His name was like Bob Noble. Or Bill Noble. He was a right winger anyway, wasn't a striker. So yeah, they're obviously our parent club, so it's interesting that we get to compete. See which one of us is the real parent. Although obviously legally it's them. They give us £50,000 a year to continue to send us a grand total of 1 player on loan, so that's fine. Cesar Carla, it's gone out. Christopherson got injured for 5 odd weeks, and I think the same amount of time will also be without Urba, so I needed to get in an extra pair of hands in terms of strikers. We do have a young 16-year-old striker called Lewandowski, who could have filled that gap, but he's a bit too raw, whereas the 17-year-old Czech guy has a little bit more sort of natural talent. Now then, Vasiliev has just fouled their defender, which is annoying. Bogusz now, Vasiliev, Jan, Hey, Mancia gets a tackle in but doesn't capitalise on it. Thompson now coming out with the ball. It's gone up to Georgian Yuri, who gives it out to Watra. Mrozek now, Andre, Vasiliev. Vasiliev's been on a bit of a poor run of form. I don't think he's scored in 5 or 6 games now. People are starting to sort of question him in the press conferences. They're saying that he is in very poor form, and why a striker's so terrible. I'm tempted to agree. That was appalling. I'm tempted to agree, but we don't really have very much in the way of replacements. Jan now crosses, but Hay is intercepted. Mancia was lurking. McGovern. Big Jan again. Great ball in. Mancia doesn't get there ahead of Rioch. Fell. McGovern. Possibly the son of John Paul McGovern. Former God damn it. So Burns has scored. Martin Burns has scored an away goal. Not that they matter, but he has scored against us. That's annoying. Looks like tits and bums. Well, hopefully. I mean, I was hoping we could win this one. I wanted to sort of do well at home. I don't want to oh, that's unlucky. If we sort of miss out because of one dodgy result against Rangers at home, for example, just say we do. I mean, it's unlikely. It seems unlikely that we'll be that good. We are, I think, the bottom seed of the group entirely. So even Olympiacos are rated higher than us. So to even sort of be competitive would be a surprise in terms of at least statistics. But I would like to not just lose every single game. Mancia scores. That's what we want. Great ball in from Tarnowski. He's already got 10 and we're only 5 games into the season. In terms of league games, last season he only got 21 in total, so he's already on an absolute storming run. Great little ball in from Tarnowski. Fantastic finish from Mancia. We're back on level terms. Whoa, it's tasty. It's tasty. Bogusz back to Rosław. We have been starting to play in the league our Chinese goalkeeper, who he played one game, kept a clean sheet, and came in the team of the week, even though I don't think he had a single shot to save. So I don't know how bad everyone else was that he was the best keeper of the week in the Polish league, but we'll take it. So he's doing well, which is nice because Rosław is a bit old, and if we can get this new Chinese guy to be our sort of first team keeper from now on, that would be lovely. Oh, unlucky from Vasiliev again. Davidov's back in the squad and he makes us look a lot more comfortable. Karakesh played a game there and did not do very well, but Davidov's is much better. At least he plays a lot better. I don't think he's actually technically better, but it's a bit like when we had Justice and Bele, who technically was not as good as the players who ended up replacing him, but for probably a season longer than you would have thought, he actually did keep those new signings out of the team because he was just so consistently good. Tarnowski, Cezakale, Tarnowski now. He's got the ball. What's he going to do with it? Great ball through to Mancia. Mancia rounds the keeper but puts the ball wide. We are just not clinical enough. That if there's only one thing, it might not even be that, but there is certainly an issue we have, is our inability to be clinical when given the opportunity. Because I don't know if you've noticed any of the stats, but quite a lot of the time we seem to play and have 20 odd shots, or certainly in the league we have a lot of shots and don't put anywhere near as many as you would think away. Andre's going to get booked there, did he not? Or did he? They're on the attack now. Crawford, Amos, Crawford, Ellis, Davidovs. Okay, now we break. Vasiliev to Macia. Tarnowski, was he offside there? Well, how has he fouled someone there? Okay, Tara's getting tired, so we're going to take him off and we're going to bring on as well. No, we're going to leave it. We're not going to waste our early changes, although the back two are not playing very well. Well, I mean, George Muri is not playing very well. Although he's only 21, I mean, this is the thing. We've got some very good and quite young players still. Kyler, Kloss. Went for it, but shouldn't have went for it, mate. Fell. Ball across, but Mrozek intercepts. Does he? No. Ross Collier is going to get sent off. Right. And that was on the right. So we're going to bring on Oliveira now. hopefully that will... Oh yeah, Davidovs isn't playing very well, even though they've seemed to be playing very well. Well, hopefully they can keep the other team out for the next few minutes. Let's try and get a goal now. This would be the perfect time to get it. Andre Mancia now gone around his man. Oh, it's a great save from Riok. Klos. Davidovs at the back, but he misses it. Mrozek. Klos. Kaler. Mrozek. Klos. Mrozek. Klos. Mrozek. Mrozek. Oh, for Christ's sake. Jesus. Making any space in front of him. But of course he could have just tried to cross it instead of just constantly passing it between him and the midfielder. Anyway, we're on top of them now. They have got one less man than us, so we should be able to turn the screw a little bit, although it doesn't seem massively like we are doing that. So it's Mancia now. Oliveira. Kala to Bogusz. Bogusz to Kala. Tarnowski to Bogusz to Klos. Stupid effort. Riok. Big kick. Bogusz heads it. Well, the ball goes straight to our goalkeeper. Roswell now gives it up to Tarnowski. Tarnowski to Kala. Kala out to Mrozek. Mrozek could have slipped it further quicker. Oliveira scores. Oh, well, we got there. We did that. He did give the right ball eventually. I thought he gave it too late, but apparently not. Very dull period of the game there. But Oliveira smacks. Beautiful. Lovely stuff. See, this is what annoys me. That doesn't make sense. If we go all-out attack, how do we have no chances for 20 minutes? It doesn't make any sense at all. They can't. Maybe we don't have a chance, but maybe they have a chance. Something must have happened if we've gone all-out attack. Although I know you are supposed to only go all-out attack when the sort of possession bar is very much in your favour, because that means you've got the ball more. But I mean, we clearly did have the ball more in that sense. Anyway, whatever. We won the game 2-1, so that's a surprise. We absolutely dominated them, although how much of that is to do with the fact that they had a man sent off, I don't know. But excellent work, putting ourselves in a good position, and we're making money from this sort of thing. 121,000. It's not bad. It's not as much as you would have got in the Champions League, but it was a superb performance. Well, no, we did well, I thought. Yeah, and he's probably going to start the next game because he did very well, and I like him a lot. The next game is against GKS Katowice, recently promoted. I think they were the champions of the second division, but they are now struggling, having come up. It's weird. One team who comes up is always doing quite well. So Lechia this season are the team that came up in second. Katowice and Lechia went up. Who's in this league this season? Anyone interesting? Anyone knows? We drew Baltic Gdynia in the cup. You'll notice that's our next game there in the second round of the Polish Cup. Hoping to win that this year because last year we obviously lost out to Górnik Zabrze, and that was annoying, especially because we were better than them across all the games we played, and then we just lost that one. And well, we didn't even. No, did we lose that last one? Yeah, we lost 2-1 in the second leg of the cup game, and it was very frustrating. And it would be nice to get a win for us here. Speaking of which, Górnik are still having another strong season. Piast have finally been beaten, which is good. It means if we win, unless Belkotov win, we will be top. But yeah, we're going to play the Katowice game, and then we'll probably jump ahead to one of the interesting Champions League games. I don't know how often those games are going to come up. And also how much time is going to be. Yeah, so I don't know how much is going to come up because they're a good team and I expect them to do well. Let's put some pressure on our opponents. So fixtures, how often do we get them? They're once every 3 or 4 games. So I'll probably do like we're doing now, game and then What are we doing? Torino, Vidjev. We might only play one of those Torino games because that's going to be quite a lot in a row, and I'm going to try and take the laptop on holiday with me when I go tomorrow. So it's going to have to be whatever I can fit in tonight and record tonight. So, because I want to play, I'm going to spend something like 12 hours in an airport, so I might even go on quite a long way. Oh, Warszawa have beaten Bełchatów, so that's good for us, because now if we beat GKS Katowice, we are top of the league. Say we are top of the league. We haven't conceded a goal in the league for a while, which is nice, although having brought attention to it, that will inevitably mean that we will now concede 2. Well, let's see. I think what we'll do is we'll play the Olympiacos game on camera, and then we'll play one of the 2 games against Torino, probably the home leg, because that will give us an idea of where we're going to finish. Because if we beat Olympiacos and then we do okay against Torino in at least one of those games, we'll probably be able to qualify at that point. So, M. Gonzalez. Savic, what's wrong with you, mate? You're a backup player. You can't. Branislav Savic. Well, you can play in this game then, because you're bloody moaning all the time. Hello, Asher again there. Right, GKS Katowice. Mancia's doing good. Jankowski's doing fine for them. Who is it? Savic having a bit of a bitch, so he can come in. We're going to let Oliveira start, and we're going to let Vasiliev try again to do well, but we're going to start with Tarnowski. I'm going to take. Do we have to play then as well? Yeah, so what we're going to do is we're going to put Piao Jaffa. I mean, his name is Jaffa Cake, right? Nice. So we're going to start with Jaffa Cake in goal. Did that actually work? Yeah, it did. Jaffa Cake. We're going to try and win this game, and then I'll play a couple of reserves and give a bit of rotation in the cup game, even though I want to win it, but they are bottom of the 2nd division, so theoretically at least we should be able to beat them. Alright, I'm playing Katowice now. Do I want salad? Could have some salad, yeah. You don't want? Well, maybe if you make it you might want some later on. It's only relatively early. Oh, finish. Yeah, you don't have to eat it right now, obviously. So Savic gets his, well, he doesn't actually get the goal because it's coming off the keeper, but we're winning 1-0, Masha. Masha's eating fish out of a box. Vasiliev. Oh, he's wasting chances. And maybe he needs to be dropped. I think that's probably what it requires at this point. Just to give him a kick at the arse, really. He won't play against. He might not even get in the squad against the lower league team. I'll put the young Lewandowski on the bench. Tarkowski. That was offside, surely. Yes, it was. Marcinkos. Good finish there. You right? You gonna make the thing or?
No,
Okay.
you want salt, I'll make for you, but I'm not gonna make for myself. I don't want it. You want or not?
Yeah. So colour. Finish. Mancia scores. Beautiful stuff. How did that go? Oh, took a deflection. Mancia taps it home. Beautiful stuff. 2-0 up against Katowice. Lovely stuff. Who got booked though? I feel like we got a booking. Yeah, Tarnowski and Mrozic are both booked. Oliveira is slightly injured. That's annoying. Who's taking this? Mancia again? Yeah. you can get it ball over the Georgian Yuri. Oh my goodness me! You can get the ball over the wall when he's crossing it. Why can't he do it when he's shooting? Egypt, absolute Egypt. Okay, so keep it up. How is Oliveira's looking okay but complacent? Let's say there's more to come from them. Hopefully we can put the hammer down a little bit on them and try and force a couple more goals. Give us... Oh dear. Is he coming off? He is, and I don't think I left Jan. Oh, I did leave Jan on the bench. That's good. Morozek. Okay, I'm going to give Davidovs a break and let Karakesh play. And I'm going to confirm. And I might give this Jaskolski a game in a bit, who I believe is a youth player of ours. Kala coming through. Karakesh just doesn't even get close. Morozek now. Oliveira. Oliveira's right, okay. So he's going to get booked. No, just a stern turning off. Fine. Pietricia. Savic wins the ball. Nice. Kala heads up to Mancia. Mancia wins the ball. Gives it to Savic. Savic has an effort, but it's saved by the goalkeeper. Fairly comfortable. I think I've made 2 substitutions already, have I? Was it 2 already? Yeah, Karakesh and... No. Was it 2 or was it 1? Can't remember. I can check. It's quite easy to check. Just not going to right yet. Shatkowski is his name, lol. Anyway, Oliveira's tired. Well, he's not going to play in the next game, so let's bring on Jaskolski. Mates. The other teams always seem to get chances. We don't. Well, it's not true because we do quite. We're quite good at defending, but there's quite often little moments in games where you wonder how on earth we hardly concede any goals. Like there, for example, Jaffa Cake making a good save, looking complacent in goal there. Jaffa Cake, that's a shame. Jaffa Cake's a great name. Morozek, Mancia, Morozek. Where's the ball? Can't really see it. Shatkowski. He's at. Whoa, he just came back onside. That was nice work from Sadowski. Jankowski. There's a lot of skis in their team. Or Back. Sebastian Back. Oh, nice name. Sebastian Back is a great name. He's come off now. That's a shame. Bring him back. No, shut up. Savic, Mancia. Macho Man Randy Savic. Oliveira, Morozek, Savic, Morozek. Across to Kala? Yes. Oh no, it's Jaskolski. It's going to give it to Oliveira. That's a great finish, but somehow he was offside. "85 minutes. Shatkowski. It's another terrible effort from them, or just luck from us that we're still... Karakesh has been booked, and they knock another one over. I mean, they've had their chances. It's not been all that comfortable. I mean, it's been fairly comfortable. They've not had great chances, but they've had chances that you would have expected a team to score if they were in any way sort of capable. Speaking of capable, what's Vasiliev capable of? No, Jan out to Bogusz. Vasiliev, he's got the ball now. He must score. He doesn't. Curls the ball over. He's big into that curling. Not happy with it. I tried to teach Ouattara the dribble thing, but he doesn't have the opportunity at the moment, at least, to like that little box that you need to tick to the selection box where you pick things like dribbles with the ball was unselectable when I last tried to do it. Good win, boys. Another 2-0 win. It's good. Win every game 2-0. I will not have a problem with that. 1 shot on target they had in the end. Seems unlikely, but whatever. We're now 2 points clear at the top. Fair enough. After 7 games, we've got 18 points. That's 1 loss and 6 wins, so it's not bad at all. Wisła have beaten Lechia, which means that they're going to start to slip a bit further away from the top. but these one are still within touching distance. We haven't played them yet, I don't think. No, I'm pretty sure we haven't played them. In fact, most of the teams we played are down here except for the Belkotov game. So we've not really played the bigger ones, but I'm sure that will come. That will come. Now then, let's look at where we're going to play next. Let's go fixtures. We're going to play the Olympiakos Gornik Zabrze game. So I will go and play these other two and then I'll come back for that. So, see you in a bit, guys. Bye.